What if I told you that moving into a nursing home isn't your only option? That giving up your independence, your routines, and your dignity isn't the price of growing old? Too many seniors and their families believe that when health starts to decline, the only road left is a nursing facility. But here's the truth. There are better paths, more respectful ones, more empowering ones. Because aging doesn't mean surrendering. In fact, thousands of seniors today are living life on their own terms, choosing housing options that preserve their freedom, their privacy, and their identity. And you can too. In this video, we're going to explore 7 powerful alternatives to traditional nursing homes. These aren't wild theories or unrealistic dreams. They're real, practical solutions being used all over the world by seniors just like you. Whether you're facing physical limitations or just starting to plan ahead, this video will give you hope. You'll discover ways to age in comfort, stay socially connected, and avoid the loneliness and limitations that too often come with institutional care. And if you're a caregiver or loved one, these insights could change your family's future forever. So if you believe that dignity shouldn't end at 70, if you believe aging should still include choice and joy, stay with me. Let's dive into the 7 alternatives to nursing homes that could give you or your loved one a new lease on life. One filled with independence, respect, and real freedom. Alternative number 1, aging in place with support. The first, and perhaps most empowering, alternative to a nursing home is the one many seniors dream about. Aging in place. Simply put, aging in place means growing older in your own home, surrounded by the things you love and the routines you've built over a lifetime. It means not being forced out of your neighborhood, not having to say goodbye to familiar walls, favorite chairs, or the tree that's bloomed outside your window for 40 years. But aging in place isn't just about staying home. It's about getting the right kind of support to make that possible. Today, more seniors than ever are choosing this route, and they're doing it safely and comfortably thanks to a wide range of services designed just for them. Need help with meals? There are food delivery services that cater to seniors with specific health needs. Trouble getting to appointments? Senior ride-sharing programs can get you there safely. Struggling with housework or personal care? Professional caregivers now offer flexible in-home assistance tailored to your schedule, whether you need an hour a day or round-the-clock companionship. Even medication management, physical therapy, and wellness checks can now be done in the comfort of your living room. And here's the most beautiful part. You stay in control. You choose when you wake up. You decide what's for breakfast. You keep your photos on the wall, your cat on the couch, and your freedom intact. For families, aging in place can also be more affordable than institutional care, especially when services are customized and part-time. And emotionally, it's a massive relief, knowing their loved one is surrounded by comfort, not confined by routine. Of course, it's not for everyone. Some homes need modifications, like stair lifts, grab bars, or better lighting, to make them senior safe. But these changes are often small compared to the benefit of staying in your own sanctuary. Technology helps too. Emergency alert pendants, voice-activated assistants, and smart home monitors offer peace of mind without being intrusive. Aging in place isn't a fantasy, it's a movement. And for millions of seniors, it's giving back the one thing that truly matters: the power to choose how you live your final chapters. Alternative number 2, senior villages. The power of community without leaving home. Imagine this. You're still living in your own home, fully independent, but you're never alone. If your faucet leaks, a friendly neighbor arranges a handyman. If you need a ride to the doctor, someone you know is there to help. If you're feeling isolated, there's a calendar of social events waiting for you. Book clubs, yoga, movie nights, and group lunches. This isn't a fantasy. It's a real growing movement called the Senior Village model, and it's changing the way older adults experience aging. A senior village isn't a physical building or retirement home. It's a membership-based community, often organized by seniors themselves, that coordinates volunteer help, local services, and social support to help members remain in their own homes longer. It's like having a neighborhood concierge service friendship circle, and safety net all rolled into one. Here's how it works. You join the village, usually for a modest yearly fee, and in return, you gain access to a vast support network. Volunteers may help with errands, tech problems, or rides. Need a screened contractor or a trusted house cleaner? The village has a vetted list of reliable providers. And if you're craving companionship, there are regular meetups, wellness programs, and friendly check-in calls. These villages offer independence without isolation, a key reason they're spreading quickly across cities and towns worldwide. And the best part? They're built by and for seniors, so your voice matters. You help shape the events. You choose what kind of support you need. You stay rooted in your community, but connected like never before. Many members report that the village becomes like an extended family, one that respects your autonomy while making sure you're never out of reach from help or joy. Even if you don't have a village program in your area yet, you can create your own mini-village. Start with a few neighbors, build a local contact list, coordinate carpools, weekly lunches, or check-ins. It doesn't take much, just people who care. Aging gracefully doesn't have to mean doing it alone. The senior village model proves that independence and community can go hand in hand. And for many older adults, that combination is more powerful and more comforting than any nursing home ever could be. Alternative number 3, live-in caregivers, personalized care right at home. For many seniors, the hardest part about aging isn't needing help. It's the fear of losing control over how that help is delivered. That's where live-in caregivers become a game changer. A live-in caregiver is a trained professional who moves into your home, not to take over your life, but to support you in living it your way. They assist with the daily tasks that have become challenging: preparing meals, bathing, dressing, managing medications, or simply being a comforting presence. But unlike the rigid schedules of institutional care, live-in caregivers offer something rare: consistency and companionship. You don't have to explain your preferences every day to a rotating staff. You're not rushed through a routine just to meet a facility's timeline. Instead, your caregiver gets to know you, your habits, your sense of humor, your favorite breakfast. And over time, many become more than just assistants. They become trusted friends. This alternative is especially valuable for seniors who have chronic conditions that require monitoring, are recovering from surgery or illness, or simply need help staying safe and comfortable at home. But here's the beautiful part. Even with this extra help, you're still the boss. Want to sleep in until 9? Done. Prefer your tea a certain way? Easy. Like your music a little loud in the mornings? No problem. Live-in care preserves the heart of your independence while giving you the safety net of constant support. And for family members, it's a tremendous relief, knowing their loved one is in capable, caring hands every hour of the day. Now let's be honest. Hiring a live-in caregiver can feel intimidating at first. It requires trust. It means opening your home. But with the right screening, clear expectations, and professional agencies, you can find someone who's not only qualified, but genuinely compassionate. Financially, live-in care can be more cost-effective than full-time residential facilities, especially when split among family members or paired with long-term care insurance. Ultimately, this is about living your later years with dignity, in familiar surroundings, on your own terms, with care that feels personal, not institutional. Because aging doesn't mean giving up control. With a live-in caregiver, it means gaining support you trust, company you enjoy, and freedom that fits your life. Alternative number 4, small-scale residential homes. Big heart, small setting. Imagine waking up in a cozy, quiet home where you know every face, where the scent of breakfast drifts from a real kitchen, and where care feels like family. Not a shift change. That's the promise of small-scale residential homes, sometimes called board and care homes, adult family homes, or greenhouse model homes. These intimate alternatives offer a powerful solution for seniors who need daily assistance, but don't want the sterile, institutional feel of a traditional nursing facility. Here's how it works. Instead of 100-plus residents sharing long hallways and rotating staff, you live in a real house, typically with 6 to 12 seniors, cared for by a small team of dedicated staff who are often consistent day after day. You have your own private or semi-private room, shared meals around a communal table, and the kind of relaxed atmosphere that just feels human. And the care? It's still professional, often regulated and licensed by local health authorities. But it's delivered in a way that's personal and familiar. Need help getting dressed? The same caregiver who brought you your morning coffee assists, not a stranger. Need special dietary accommodations? The meals are home-cooked and flexible. Feeling anxious or lonely? You're never more than a few steps from someone who knows your name and your story. These homes prioritize dignity, comfort, and connection. Studies show that residents in small-scale care homes report higher quality of life, better sleep, more social interaction, and even lower hospital readmission rates than those in large institutions. Families also love these homes because they're often located in residential neighborhoods, making visits feel like visiting grandma. Not checking into a facility, and for seniors who may struggle in large, busy environments due to dementia or physical limitations, these homes offer a calmer, quieter alternative with plenty of personalized attention. Of course, they vary in cost depending on the level of care and amenities, but many families find the peace of mind and the improved emotional well-being of their loved one to be well worth it. Small homes, big difference. Because in your later years, you shouldn't have to trade peace for care or community for comfort. Small-scale residential homes offer a bridge between independence and support, all within a place that truly feels like home. Alternative number 5, retirement communities and CCRCs, aging with options, not limits. What if you could move into a place that grows with you, where you start out living independently, enjoying clubs, fitness classes, and shared meals with friends? But if your needs change over time, your home doesn't have to. That's the beauty of retirement communities and continuing care retirement communities, CCRCs. Vibrant, all-in-one living environments designed specifically for seniors who value independence but want the reassurance of long-term support. Let's break this down. A retirement community is often like a small town for active seniors, with private apartments, cottages, or condos, plus shared spaces like gardens, cafes, fitness centers, libraries, and walking trails. These communities are usually age-restricted, often 55 plus, and offer a strong sense of camaraderie. It's ideal for people who are still active but want less maintenance and more social opportunity. Now, a continuing care retirement community, or CCRC, takes that concept further. It includes multiple levels of care, all on one campus. Independent living, for those who want to live fully on their own. Assisted living, when a bit more help is needed. Skilled nursing or memory care, for medical or cognitive support later on. As your health changes, you can move between these levels without leaving the community you've grown comfortable in. That's incredibly reassuring, both for you and your family. CCRCs are also deeply focused on quality of life. From art workshops and swimming pools to educational lectures and group outings, they're designed to help seniors thrive, not just survive. You don't give up freedom, you gain options. And unlike a traditional nursing home, you're surrounded by peers, choice, and a lifestyle that's focused on engagement, not just care. Of course, CCRCs do come with costs. Many require an entry fee, sometimes refundable, plus a monthly fee depending on services. But for many seniors, this upfront investment secures a lifetime of care, stability, and peace of mind. For couples, CCRCs can be especially meaningful, allowing partners to live together even if their care needs differ over time. Ultimately, these communities offer control, continuity, and connection. The very things so many fear losing as they age. If you're planning for the long term and want a place that evolves with you, not forces you to move every time your needs shift, retirement communities and CCRCs may be the dignified, dynamic solution you've been looking for. Alternative number 6, Assisted living and congregate housing. Help when you need it, freedom when you don't. You're still mostly independent, but getting dressed is a little harder. Cooking for yourself? Exhausting. Managing medication? Sometimes overwhelming. You don't need a hospital, but you do need help. And you'd still like your own space, your own door to close at night, your own morning routine. That's where assisted living facilities and congregate housing come in. Flexible alternatives that provide daily support without sacrificing your independence. In an assisted living community, you typically live in a private apartment or suite. You have your own bathroom, maybe even a small kitchen. But help is nearby, 24/7 if needed. Trained staff are available to assist with bathing and dressing, medication reminders, transportation, housekeeping and laundry, meals often served restaurant-style in a dining room. But here's the key: you decide what you need. Some residents only require help a few times a week. Others need more daily care. Either way, the goal is to give you just enough support to live confidently and comfortably while keeping your dignity intact. Now let's talk about congregate housing, sometimes called Independent Plus. It's similar to assisted living, but often more socially focused and less medicalized. You live in your own space, but share meals and common areas with other seniors. There's a staff presence, but it's more about safety and coordination than hands-on care. Both of these models work incredibly well for seniors who want to downsize but stay in a home-like setting, are starting to need help with daily tasks, feel isolated living alone and crave community. What sets these alternatives apart from nursing homes is the balance between autonomy and assistance. You still decorate your space, you choose your daily schedule, you make friends over lunch, join a book club, or enjoy movie night, all without worrying about cooking, cleaning, or remembering every pill. And for many families, these communities offer deep peace of mind. You're not alone, but you're not institutionalized. Care is available, but it's never controlling. Costs vary based on location, services, and amenities. Some facilities are private pay. Others may accept long-term care insurance or public programs. But compared to full nursing homes, assisted living and congregate housing are often less expensive and far more empowering. This is about aging with grace and choice. Getting help should never mean giving up your life. These alternatives prove you can have support and freedom, all in one place. Alternative number 7, home modifications and tech solutions, making your home smarter, safer, and senior-friendly. Let's face it, sometimes it's not the body that fails us, but the environment we live in. A slippery floor, a steep staircase, a dark hallway. These small details can turn into big risks. But the good news? You don't need to move to stay safe. You just need to adapt. That's the idea behind home modifications and smart technologies. Powerful tools that transform your current home into a senior-friendly sanctuary. Think of it as aging in place 2.0. Start with the basics. Grab bars in the bathroom, non-slip flooring, lever-style door handles instead of knobs, wider doorways for walkers or wheelchairs, stair lifts or ramps to replace tricky steps. These changes are often low-cost but high impact, dramatically reducing fall risks and making daily tasks easier. But what really takes aging in place to the next level is technology. Modern smart home tools now offer silent support, protecting your safety and dignity without intruding on your privacy. Here are a few examples. Motion sensor lights. No more fumbling in the dark. Voice assistants, like Alexa or Google Home. Set medication reminders. Call loved ones or play music. Hands-free, smart pill dispensers. Help manage complex medication schedules. Medical alert systems. Discrete pendants or wristbands that call for help with one touch. Fall detection devices. Automatically alert caregivers if a fall occurs. Door sensors and smart cameras. For families to check in without being invasive, and for those managing chronic health issues, remote monitoring tools can track blood pressure, blood sugar, or oxygen levels, sending updates directly to healthcare providers. This is freedom with a safety net. The goal isn't to turn your home into a hospital. It's to make small adjustments that help you live fully, confidently, and independently. These solutions are especially powerful for seniors who live alone, have mobility challenges, or just want more control over how they age. Even if you're not tech savvy, many of these tools are plug and play, and local contractors or senior services often offer assistance with installation. Here's the truth. You've spent your life building a home. It holds your memories, your comfort, your identity. You shouldn't have to leave it just to stay safe. With the right modifications and a little tech support, your home can evolve with you, protecting your independence and letting you grow older in the place you love most. You have more choices than you think. You've just discovered 7 powerful alternatives to nursing homes. And maybe for the first time in a long time, you feel hopeful again. Hopeful that aging doesn't have to mean isolation. Hopeful that independence, dignity, and comfort can still be yours on your own terms. Because here's the truth that far too few people are told. You have options. Whether it's staying in your own home with a little extra help, building a supportive community through a senior village, hiring a live-in caregiver, or joining a retirement community that feels more like a resort than a facility, you don't have to settle for one-size-fits-all care. There is no right way to age, but there is your way. And that's the message I want every senior and every family member to walk away with today. You deserve care that honors your story. You deserve support that doesn't strip away your choices. You deserve to age with dignity, not just durability. The future of elder care isn't confined to sterile hallways and set schedules. It's filled with smart homes, warm friendships, small residences, empowering technology, and above all, freedom. So, what's next? Maybe it's having a conversation with your adult children about what you want. Maybe it's researching local senior villages or asking your doctor about live-in support. Maybe it's something as simple as installing a grab bar or signing up for a weekly meal delivery. Whatever it is, take one step, today, right now. Because aging well isn't about luck, it's about planning, about asking the right questions, and most importantly, about believing that you are still in control of your life. At Elderly and Wise, we believe in you. We believe that seniors deserve more than care. They deserve choice. And that belief drives everything we do. If this video helped you see aging in a new light, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you love, because this knowledge could truly change a life. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Elderly and Wise, where every week we bring you insights, tools, and stories that empower you to age with strength, confidence, and peace. Your life isn't winding down, it's evolving. Let's make sure the next chapter is written by you.